Fellow classmates, my name is Alasia Cousar. Did you know that the average American watches 33 hours a week of television? 33 hours? That's a lot of television. Television have a wide variety of genres. You have your entertainment, where you can watch movies, cartoons, live shows, or you have your information. You can watch the news or the politics shows. And there's much more out there like shopping, music, and fitness. TV is a big part of our lives. I'd like to first begin by talking about the first production of television. In Germany in 1800s, Paul G. Nipkow created the first television. He used a method called mechanical television, where it's transferring pictures through wires by a rotating disc. And that method created only 18 lines of resolution. 18 lines? Can you imagine watching 18 lines of resolution? Well, here's a picture of back in the day when they used the mechanical television. In 1934, Philo Farnsworth created the electronic television. It's pretty much the same method, but more not on hands-on. And the electronic television makes 24 lines of resolution. So in 1946, America finally decided to invent in color television. And the first broadcast to create color television was CBS. They were named by FCC to be the top line TV. And right after them followed RCA. First, initially, television was shot in New York. Then later on down the years, in 1951, it moved to California. Next, I would like to talk about television in today. Older televisions use mercury bulbs. Mercury bulbs can blow out easily, which has the big back on it. And normally those would be the ones that have crashes and you see the blue lines through the screens. Now we have LCDs and LEDs. LCDs are liquid crystal displays. They use fluorescent lights, and LEDs use fluorescent lights also, but they have a backlighting, which allows the TV to be more slim without the big back like the old mercury bulb televisions. Now, in today's time of 2015, we have now created what is called OLED. It is actually organic fluorescent tubes. These TVs are able to be more slimmer because they don't need the necessary backlighting as the LED have. OLED, as you can see in this picture, gives kind of a 4K ultralight. What that means is that normally a regular LED television has an HD of 1080p, unlike that 18 resolution back in the 1800s. The 4K Ultra HD is actually 4,000 high definition, which means dots per inches, excuse me. And that's OLED. The normal LED has 1080p and also can be used in 720. As you can see, that is the biggest now that we have the 77-inch OLED. They have record in Europe that the largest television is 20 feet long and 20 feet wide. How is that possible? By some genius who created it by himself. Well, now I would like to say that how we can watch TV. Instead of having the big expensive back televisions like in the 1900s that normally most people could not afford, we can now watch it anywhere we like, anytime we want. We have our cell phones that we can watch it on, our computers, and even our iPods. That is one special way. You can wake up 3 o'clock in the morning and can't go back to sleep and watch television on your cell phone. How great is that? Wow, technology. But there are also things that cost for that, like we have Hulu and Netflix that you have to actually pay for monthly to receive that television. Okay, now, are there any questions? No questions? Alrighty. Yes.
How much are OLED?
OLEDs, I am unsure about that for right now, but I will get back to you with that answer. And you can find televisions anywhere. Most likely an OLED is found online. It's not out in stores. So you could go online to find that OLED. And these TVs are built since they'll have no backlight with a curve instead of being like a flat screen. Most TVs now are flat screens, but OLEDs, because of the not having a backlight, they come with a curve so that you can see each corner to corner in that really high definition. Are there any more questions? Yes.
The new curve, I think I seen the TV at the store. I don't know what store I was at, but it was like a very big curved TV, and it's like really realistic.
Yeah.
So like, what would you classify that as?
As being realistic?
You know what I'm saying, as far as like the type of the television it is.
Oh, it's just called the curved TV.
Oh, okay.
Curved TV. And then also want to look at the definition. Sometimes it's LCD, LED, then you have OLED, which means organic, which is that high 4K DPI, dots per inch. Okay, so let's conclude my speech here. That you all know that, as I've previously stated, that back in 1800s is when the television was first created by Paul G. Midcow, and that it took a long time for us to get to color TV, but we finally made it, and on so many devices. Now, I would like to conclude my message and say thank you. Clap. I'm done. You said one more.